saddle up or something. It's crypto o'clock, yeah. Wandering these pixel prairies, hunting Bitcoin ghosts. Double dips and bull traps, who even knows? Stumbled on Road Dawg's den, charts glowing dim, nightly at 10:30, where the weirdos swim. Harmonics, whisper secrets, risk games so quaint. Meme coins, leaping fences in this digital paint. Bitcoin and Jesus croons from the speakers low. Altcoins whimpering softly, putting on a show. So poke that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip so slow. Subscriber don't, whatever, let the boredom go. Oh, rounding up the oddballs in this crypto charade. Road Dawg Crypto, yeah, where plans get unmade. Plans unmade. Tunes like Buy Me a Vet, dripping honey, sweet road and kudo, twirling on Solana Street. Chart school doodle signs, giggles in the grind, rants on governments, fading chats on weed, unwind. Mystical mumbo jumbo flare that's half asleep. Degens and misfits clustering, secrets they don't keep.
Off-kilter guitars stab.
Hover on the edge, super chat your plea. Member keys to nowhere, join the apathy. Like spark a tiny flame, crowd swell so mild in this dog days. Round I feel vaguely beguiled. Ooh, poke that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip so slow. Subscriber don't, whatever, let the boredom go. Poke that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Still bored, super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, Road Dawg or something.
Pump.fun. I see you. $1 million market cap. Yo, Degens soul trading. Yeah, I'm holding. Roll coin. Only way to go. Let it grow. Grow that bag. Buy some roads today. Road Dawg. Yeah, Road Dawg. Get it. Road Dawg. Road Dawg. Road Dawg. Is you with it? Is you with it? Crypto dreams, liquid screams. Buy high, sell low. Nah, that ain't the code. Gotta flip the script, gotta load. Road to riches, ain't no glitch. Pump.fun. Where the soul at? Diamond hands where the goals at. To the moon, not looking back. Stacking sats, lacking sats.
The fever's taking hold. Oh, my pulse thunders a wild heart plea. All coins flicker, they're calling to me. War shadow trembles, my senses ignite. Craving the chaos, I lose my fight. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. My skin prickles with a reckless thrill. Pipe siren song, it bends my will. hitches, the charts explode.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, welcome to the daytime edition of Late Night Crypto Road Dawg. We call it the Crypto Lounge. However, we're not in the lounge. You're not being consistent, but I don't have all the cool buttons. This is where we normally hang out. Or all these streams. Anyway. Oh, snap. What happened? Somebody scratched my record. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin as she started out on this very tiny Degens. This is a 1 minute time frame over here. A lot of the scalpers and everything are playing with this, especially at the market open, which was just kind of recent. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here. And, you know, you got the strategy out there about get price above the 200 with the little flag and just jump in. That didn't work out too well, did it? Another example, you know, you got to take these things in combination and everything. But you could have an argument, man, yeah. There was an entry right there. Could have broke out, but she dang sure didn't hold it though, did she? Tiny ass time frame. Zooming out just a little bit, we'll go to the 6 minute. We were talking last night, and in the thumbnail from yesterday's video, we were marking this area down here. And didn't feel like it was ever going to make it there because she was just hanging out over here doing all this stuff. Look, it's going to be an inverted head and shoulder, all this other stuff. But finally, we get down here, and it's all based on the Fibonacci sequence here, basically. Oh my gosh. How many tools we got? Yeah, let's clear this out a little bit. And this area here is one of the first areas we want to pay close attention to see if we can get some kind of consolidation or some kind of a bottom pattern here. So the fact that we're coming all the way back down to this at 90,000, where we at? $90,200. Is that where we're at? Oh, people are freaking the hell out right now, aren't they? Especially if they were looking to a flag to the upside. I gotta say, and I think I've got a small long open too. It's probably under here. Might be a good time to see where we could possibly add to it. Don't know. Are we going to hold this area? Or are we going to go lower? Well, we didn't make a higher high. We made a lower high. Technically, we can make a lower low. So that's on the table here. If we pull our fibs, we see that, oh my gosh. I was pulling from this one here on the impulse move, 113 area. So we take this particular fib into consideration here. I might have a chance to come down and talk to this little zone right here. We're still on small time frames, but ultimately I'm kind of looking for it to bottom out. Can you bottom out here without scaring the bejesus out of everybody? Our moving averages here on the one minute time frame even or upside down: 800, 600, 360, 200, 100. See, they're kind of flip-flopping the wrong direction. So that's the downward pressure that we're signaling here with our moving averages here. We're on the underside, the negative side of the current, if you will. And you know, if you want to go lower, I would look for here, but I'd like to see it just make a little bit of a higher low right here. This would be a great place. Well, I go to the 10-second chart, little Degens, see if we got anything going on right here. And lo and behold, we do. We just now recovered the 9 moving average here on the tiny 10-second time frame. Holy crap, shots. I think I might come over here, considering that, what is that, 89,990 would invalidate. Well, I can get a very, very tight ass stop loss here, because if it went lower than this, my theory would be over. Hell, I might be doing it right now. Look at you right now. Are you coming on down? You're not breaking out? You're not going to the upside? Well, that long would be coming to my stop loss if I had one right here. Are you going to break it? You coming down? What are you doing, Bitcoin? You awful kind of bearish right now. You dropping or you flipping on us? We're just right in the... Oh, she went down. Down further we go. All right, so... Now, we were looking at this $90,000 area to hold as the 618. Now we're losing it. What does that mean? Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's go to the 4 hour. Zoom out. All right, so we lost the 50. The 21 and the 9 are still above the 50. Now, it looks like these are trying to cross, but they're not doing it. We could be playing around here. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's some kind of news coming out today. But our moving average strategy tells us this 100 a moving average right down here, about 89. Should be where we're kind of looking at. Let's see if we can pull up a different. Here's a cleaner chart. Can we get even one that's a little cleaner? What about this one? This is this is a good one. So we zoom out just a little bit because, well, it just always freaking helps, man. And we may have found our channel idea, maybe right here. We may have identified the channel. If we have, well, the bottom of the channel is fair game for us to come back down to. I really don't want to see us come back down here so far, and I think maybe, you know, on the weekends, they usually try to set us up for some kind of trap. I think they're just playing with us in a range right now. We got higher highs, we got higher lows. We're doing good. We're in an upward channel so far, which that's good, and unless it breaks to the downside, we don't like that. But there's a 100 moving average right there. It looks very enticing. If we take a local fib from our swing low to swing high here, let's see where we're hanging out. So far, we've been down to this 0.5 area earlier and found some support there. I don't see a reason why you need to come back to it. Here, the 9 is starting to cross over that 21. Now, that's not, we don't like, that's going to be some pressure. So I would expect us to have a possibility to come on down here a little bit more. Maybe we consolidate around the 0.5. You setting up a 5-0 pattern? Did we, what pattern did we just complete here? You could be shark, 5-0 after a shark. We may just be doing a harmonic consolidation pattern over here is what I'm looking at too. I'll look into that a little bit later and study that idea. Now that would be interesting that we consolidate right through here in this area. We need to hold this area for real. I guess we all kind of feel that way. But making higher highs overall, we got some promise there. Just a pullback, just not to go up. And today's Friday, okay? We're going into the weekend, and that's where they just kind of like to play us a little bit, especially on altcoins. And we really don't get any good direction probably until about Sunday night going into Monday, and even then it turns out to be a fake out, the normal stuff that they do. This was Sunday and they dropped us down, and then here come Monday they want to pump us back up. It's been shaky. They've been here shaking people out, and it may well continue. If it were me to guess, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't continue down here over the weekend. There's no moving average down here, so we could very well find some support right in the area where we're at, right here about 88 or 89,000. But you know how it gets on the weekends and how it gets on Sunday nights, they may decide to come down and flush this area one more time. And it could get a little hairy. It could get down to a little bit more. You know how they like to do. But it's perfect to, you know, kind of get people trapped up here if you're going to play that little game. Let me mark this little guy in the correct color there so I know what I'm looking at. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, we got 2 people hanging out. How's it going? Well, come and say hello to my 2 people watching me. We had more earlier. I guess they clicked off. We had Brackish Adventures, who was here first. How's it going, Brackish? If you're still here. Postmodern Oddities. We got DP. And who else we got here? Haven. How's it going, Haven? Why in the absolute? Another double bottom. Not again. Silver Days. How's it going, Silver Days? Ave Medina. Good ass coffee, which it is about time for us to do our ad here.
morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good as coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good as coffee in your cup.
Okay, let me come back. Oh, our music died. Oh, the day the music died. Get that GAC, bitches, says Abe. Crypto sucks. It's boring. I'm sitting here like it's a part-time job trying to earn. I feel you, Haven. I feel you. Postmaster Oddity says, "Brew my fourth cup as we speak." Good ass coffee in your cup. Shout out to Abe who did that. Abe's right here. Road Dawg Crypto sponsored by Good Ass Coffee. The coffee that's good and ass at the same time. So Bitcoin, oh Bitcoin. Wow. You're taking a beating. Taking a beating over here, Bitcoin. That's interesting. Here on the 5-minute chart, it already dipped down here earlier, and then it came all the way back up. Yeah, wow. Playing them old gamey games. Meanwhile, our altcoins over here, how they doing on the hour? Do we need to guess? Here on the daily, they're down 3% already. Already down 1% on the 1 hour. Well, that's kind of wild. But we saw this last night where we were talking about it, right? How, we got a breakout, but we were getting a pullback. And at the point last night, I think it was hanging around right here, about at the breakout point. Looks like we got a leg rider, which is, she can come back down, and we would probably be a little bit more accurate if we pull our fibs out to kind of see the levels that she may bounce at. She's at the 0.5, right? I would look here. So that would be, this is on the 4-hour chart going into the weekend here. So let's give us about 8 to 12 hours here going in Friday night, and it looks like maybe we might catch a bounce here with our altcoins. It did make a higher high, so we're looking for a higher low area, and right here around the 0.5 area would be one of the better places. I mean, technically we can come down here a little lower, but I'd rather see a 0.5 impulse move where it just reclaims half of this vector candle, if you will, ladies and gentlemen. A vector candle reclaims half of this this area here. There's a nice big rise up. So I still think that it could be an interesting weekend for altcoins. I think we can start seeing some altcoins turn around. So there might be some good setups if you see certain fib levels hit or certain patterns maybe being retested and things like that. You see the normal signs of good places to fill your bags. You might find some good plays on some altcoins. We need to zoom out here. We do see that the Tether Dominance has a nice little green candle in there. I think she's kind of curving a little bit. That looks like a little curve to me. I don't like that. Well, I mean, can you see the curve? Maybe it's easier. Oh snap! Maybe it's easier if we put it on this side. Can you kind of see the? That's what is that? Is that a banana? Are you in the banana zone? I think they got a name for that, right? Don't you have to wear a brace or something to straighten that stuff out? Anyway, we got the long schlong going on here with the Tether and the stablecoin dominance. Normally, this is not looked as a good thing in crypto, and especially for altcoins. Normally, this signals it's all over because it's down here where we top out with our altcoins when this sells out and people start selling back into, out of their altcoins and Bitcoin back into stablecoins. Generally, how this read, although you have to look at it differently now since we got new stablecoin regulations. Stablecoins are going to start becoming more mainstream, I think, than we even realize right now. And this big inverted bottoming pattern here, this inverted head and shoulders that we got going on over here, which I'm going to go ahead and draw out. I think that's a sign for what's yet to come. So I don't think that we can really rely on this idea anymore. I think we may have to go back to following just the dollar in general, the DXY, because stablecoins, I mean, where they used to be a good metric to let us know what's going on. I think a lot of the new coins coming in, newly minted, to take, because there's going to be with global adoption. I don't think we can use it the same way that we could use it before. But it wants to go up, which is typically not what we need to see out of altcoins, right? Took us to the depths of hell in 2022. All right, let's try to get off of this little guy. So that's kind of concerning. But meanwhile, stock market, they doing okay today. Look at that. SPX, they doing okay. Well, we got some little stock trades over here, and I think they're all up today. Apple's up, and I just accidentally closed that one last night and opened up a new position today, which was not a very big one. It just flipped red on me. The only thing's down is, oh man, my Bitcoin trade, which, gosh darn it. I may have to doctor that one up here in a minute. See if we can catch a little ground over here. Bitcoin, are you trying to catch on this 0.5 Fibonacci? Are you going to be nice to us today? Oh, we got something. We got a nibble right here on our second tier down. Now, I'm wondering if we got a nice little fib area, like a 786 from that little guy. If we go from this little wick to the top of this first little green candle right there, and boom shakalaka, boom shakaloo, it was a 786. Nice little retracement area for us to make a higher low. So this 0.5 Fibonacci area may very well stick. And again, I think we're doing an accumulation pattern here. It's a little kind of a sideways deal after a bigger harmonic. Let's see if we can, what would our target be on that one? Basically. And if I do it directly, it should be coming right up here to our pointing again up toward the $100,000 area. Could we finally be getting the setup leading up there? If we can bounce here, maybe so. Now here on the, I'm on what, a 24-minute time frame for Bitcoin. Look what the moving average are saying. It's not. I mean, I know you got the death cross over here, right? 50 crossing the 200. Boom, boom, boom. And but look at their bigger ones, right? 800, 600, 360, 200, 100 on top of that. They're in good, strong water. So usually we're probably just kind of retesting this area right now. Hopefully we're not going to just fall through it like we did over here. That's not the norm that usually happens. But this is some negative pressure, meaning that, you know, we'd have to fight our way back up through these areas. It would probably be a little sideways through here for a little bit if it does bounce over here. Take it a while to kick in. And so tech stocks are doing good, and they dumping Bitcoin back to 89,000 on us today. How crazy is that? 12 people hanging out. Glad to have you here. Where we're actually talking about the charts in Bitcoin rather than talking about ourselves here all day. And a lot of manipulation in the markets. It does seem that way. My banana got stable. Postmodern Oddity says, I think lots of people are parking cash in stablecoins for a better yield. And that's another thing too. You can get some better yield out of that. My lines are pointing to 88,163 if we don't hold here. That sounds very plausible. Let's see. Postmodern Oddity says 100K. Let's go. That would be awesome if we could pull it off. I think we at least go to the bottom of that wick from Coinbase. The recent wick, or this is the 1 minute. I don't think we're talking about that. Let's see what we got here. 1618 right there. I got some good confluence for this to hold. We got some good confluence for this to hold, at least temporarily, on this small 1 minute chart. So if you're out here a day of trading. So I'm back on the 6 minute now. Just to zoom out a little bit, this is where I normally watch it over here anyway when I'm watching smaller time frames. Again, I always plan out everything, or you should, that's your rule of thumb. Plan out everything on the bigger time frames. You want to walk it down. The multiple time frames. I don't care what some of these flip it gurus out here will tell you about, the 1 minute predicting the future and this and that. It's only documenting the present is all it's doing. But the bigger time frames rule over the smaller ones. So the 3-day rules over the daily rules over the 8-hour. Whatever sequence you got, the bigger one rules over the smaller ones, right? And when you zoom out here a little bit, like this 12-hour one over here, we're confirming this red dot right over here. It's already rolled over. We got the bigger time frames are telling us, man, we got something that could be pushing us down a little bit. We want to zoom up to the daily just to take a look at that on the indicators. I mean, we got an M top over here with those stochastics, like she's trying to come down. I mean, it can bounce at any time and come back up, but normally we see, that would want to be working its way down. Money flows coming back down into the red. Not looking so great there. Maybe we should take a look at some of these bigger time frames here. MACD on the daily, getting her little tired candle, her tired histogram. I always call it a candle bar right there. The first little lighter gray one. But this is still pretty good though. Here at the bottom, that's still some strength. All right, so I'm not as concerned about you, MACD. On the daily, the RSI made a higher high, made a higher low. Now we can actually draw a trend line over here, and tells us that we could be coming down a little bit more on RSI, a little bit. Okay, so some downward pressure going over here. So how far down would this come? Well, normally when these get started, they make their way back down to the bottom. It's an oscillator, right, between 0 and 100%. And currently we're sitting at 87, which is in the overbought territory right there. And down at the 0 area down here is the oversold, and that's where we want to see it kind of bounce from. We still got, this is cool. This looks like a flush out to me. And we got news today, right? This is what's going on. Personal spending month over month, personal income month over month, core PCE price index month over month on today, the 5th. And this is a market makers field day. So market makers are having fun today. Here's something that I'll give you in the positive. The 9 moving average, that's this green line right here, crossed bullishly over the 21. And so far our candle bodies here, at least on the Heikinashi, is holding up here at 90,000. I know price is down here, but our average thing is still staying up there. I can see us kind of pulling back through here. Is this being a little bit more of a flush out today? Which makes me just wonder, what are they going to do this weekend? Are they going to pump us on Sunday then? Because, I mean, here on the 8-hour, look, your 9 moving average is here at 92,000. We're bouncing off the 50. There's the 21. That's some upward strength just in the order that they are when it comes to moving averages, 50, 21, 9. It's not like they're getting ready or bearishly crossing here on this time frame. And this big patch of red that we're in over here, that's actually a good sign too. What is this, an 8-hour time frame? I think I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to this one. Sometimes, it varies on which ones kind of resonate a little bit more. I don't usually look at 8-hour, but it seems to be fitting very well here from what I can see, how it's respecting the 9 moving average and riding above it. Some of the other things, and especially the moving averages, and if it lines up a little bit better. So reading the Ichimoku cloud, man, this is a great setup for that cloud. We're in the middle of the red, and we can get spit out on the other side and start riding over a green. Hopefully we'll get thinner. So I see a chance for a bounce over here. Kind of hard to draw a trend line from bodies to bodies right there, but it looks like we're right at it, or maybe we've already, we're on the candle that's trying to break it. Oh, yeah, definitely trying to break it. I'm not crazy about that. I don't think we got enough. We might have something here. We got some angles respecting right here. Maybe. Look at that here on the 8-hour. At least we can try to look at that, right? So we got one we're going through a candle right here, going to a wick over here to make us possibly 3 touch points. Is the magnet on? Why are you doing that? So I'm not a big fan of that trend line, but we'll see what we can get out of it mileage-wise here. Meanwhile, I'm going to walk myself down here to the smaller time frame again. Now this Ichimoku cloud don't look too happy over here on the smaller 6 minute. What do you look like over here on the 1 minute? Where we're hoping we're getting some traction. All right, so we finally got above the 9 moving average if we can hold it. If we can hold it at an area where I think that we can be looking for some things to bottom out through here. So the cloud's starting to thicken up over here. That's usually a good sign if we're at support, and underneath it, it's starting to thicken up. It could be, eventually we could be sucking up through there. Now that's coming in a little bit closer to noon if we're looking time-wise when we might be touching here. Somewhere about 20 something minutes on the little tiny 1 minute time frame. If we're fortunate enough to not to lose these damn levels again. She lost the 9, so we're trying to play around. It's trying to curve around. Again, on the 1 minute, these aren't doing us any favors over here. These moving averages are totally reversed on the smaller time frame. But we are on the underside of it, so we could be trying to come back up to talk to these guys. But we need to see some bullish crosses instead of some bearish crosses on these smaller time frames. The good news is that it's more likely to happen because they play out a lot faster and a lot quicker over here and a lot more often. And if we connect our lines over here as best as we can, bodies to look at bodies to that wick, we're cutting through that area right now. We're on an interesting little trend line just for these 3 touches, and that makes it valid. And it may not be the best in overall, but it is valid for where we are right now. I do like to zoom out just a little bit, and you also got this very valid idea where we lost that. Now this will be acting as resistance as we come up to meet it. And so where is that? About 89.7? So it's got to struggle, I believe. But we seem to wick down through here, and it wicked right back up there. So you've done it once, you can do it again, Bitcoin. You just look bearish AF right now in this 1 minute time frame, though. I wonder what the gurus are saying. They're probably trying to short the bottom, would be my guess. And, you know, maybe it'll work, but it's like buying the top, though. If you're at an 886 Fibonacci retracement, or is that where we are, 886, or was it a 0.5? I think it was a 0.5, wasn't it? I mean, yeah, we're at a 0.5. The smaller time frames look scary. The 1 hour doesn't look as bad, though. Look what happened here on the 1 hour. 100 moving average crossed bullishly over the 200. Now, 2 out of 3 times when you see that happen, you get the opposite effect out of price action, but it's bullish overall. And those are the 2 biggest ones we got to deal with, the 200, the 100, and the 50. Those are the ones that really kind of matter here. Now, the 50 is above the 100. I can see us snapping back from this. I see a possible snapback. I see a possible snapping turtle, even though it doesn't want to cooperate here on the 1 minute. Maybe it just needs a little bit of time here. Bottoming out here on this 0.5. But I think we did, wait a minute, we did get from this wick here up to I think that next candle, it is at a 786 based on this Fibonacci here. That's another reason why I'm kind of liking this. So I'm sticking with this idea here to see us bounce about 88.9. Because if not, you know, this 85 might be coming into play there. Let's see what we can get out of this. 886 is what, about 88,600-ish. 13 people hanging out as we watch Bitcoin struggle, which is going to make altcoins freak the hell out and try to give up any kind of gains they got, generally. And we see them all dropping about 1%. Most of the drop seems to be coming over here on the top 100, which is these guys. Look, I&J, you're on sale. All these things are on sale. Look at you, Swee. How are you doing, Swee? How you been doing for the month here? You were at 229, 132, and now you're at... Oh, Abe, did you go cheaper? Did I get stopped out? I may have gotten stopped out on something there. So volatility in the altcoins at the moment kind of sucks. I'm going to take a look over here at others.
I'm so blockchain 3000 sats digital cash. I'm stacking that miners hashing rigs on blast. Boom boom coin.
Now this is the others chart,
No paper hands crypto king with the master plan Bitcoin.
and that looks scary AF if you look at it as head and shoulders, which it makes that's a nice one. That's a textbook head and shoulders. It'd be cool if it was up. Well, I mean, these are tops. Hard to argue with that. Is it trying to complete that? What will happen if it does? But if it does complete, we could be coming back down here. I wouldn't be looking for the big full measure move because I think that just kills the whole entire altcoin market. That would suck. Trying to follow a few trend line ideas here, but we're below them at the moment. Here, let's take a different look at this. Is altcoin dominant. This is the others dominance. So compare this like Bitcoin dominance and other dominance. It means that 7%, less than 7% of all the money, less than 7% of all the money in crypto, including stable coins and everything, are in these altcoins. Outside of the top, what, 10? Think about that for a minute. Less than 7% of the money is in the altcoins. Now, either it's got a lot of recovery to do, or altcoins are becoming old hat. Well, that was so last century altcoins. I see a nice little rounding going on over here in this area. Is that a good area for that to happen, man? I hope it doesn't come down here, but there's, I can see one target area that we got right down here. Might want to keep an eye on. So what this signifies to me is this rounding, especially after it happened under the trend line, is we got some possible accumulation going on here. Looks like we're also at some interesting levels from where we bottomed out back a couple of cycles ago to 2019 and 2020. We were pulled fibs from there. We'd see it at a good little bombing area here too. I'm just doing it from a more local area. So we got resistance up ahead here. So it doesn't look like it will be very easy for altcoins to recover more than 10% of the market cap or the market dominance. So it's probably kind of crazy to think that we'll get much above 10% for altcoins on this chart. This would be a good thing to start following, I believe, is the dominance. Maybe that instead of the normal others chart. But it does appear that it's an accumulation, and I think it could be all through this zone right here. And so there might be some opportunities there, but basically Bitcoin has got the show for the cycle so far. And now we're starting to see the tokenized stocks show up even on our crypto exchanges, right, for us to trade. And I think we're going to see a slow shift over to things like that and see a lot of the Tether dominance and start their market cap dominance. I guess they should they need to get a metric up there like tokenized stock dominance or something like that, to measure how much of that money in crypto is moving over there, because I think that's kind of where we're starting to see the real money kind of shift to. Because now that you can trade Tesla and things like that, and it's not as volatile, but it's easier to do, and you don't have to go through all the crap to do it. I think a lot of people are starting to look. I know I am, and I've seen some other influencers who are just all happy as hell about it too. One Up Trading says, I thought the news was good today. We had higher inflation. That means rate cuts are more favorable. Well, I mean, actually, the way I read it, any day that some news is coming out, you got market makers out there going to have a field day and do a flush out up and down. I just come to expect, and it doesn't always happen, but I just always expect on market days that you got a heartbeat pattern going on where you're at a stable area. If I can draw this, please. Where you're just kind of at a stable area and it goes up one direction or goes in one direction. And we just kind of do a heartbeat where it goes down or up levels. It just flushes everybody out, longs and shorts. That's just typically what I look for. Oh man, to happen on any kind of news day that market makers have a time to play with. So and maybe we'll see that where they just drive us down today and we come back up.
Crypto pulls me deep in its fluid field.
Here we are on the 1 minute. Own dominance over here. And run it up, run down, run it up, run it down. We're at 88,000 for Bitcoin. Well, that level did not hold. You suck, Road Dawg. You suck. What are you doing, Bitcoin? Do we need to break out the emergencies? Let's zoom out on this 1 minute chart. My goodness, what are we looking at here? Let's sacrifice this chart. Who are we talking to here on the daily? Y'all think it's crazy I use the 666 moving average, but the devil is in the market here. Again, okay, just for peace of mind here on the daily, this is the 666 moving average. I know it sounds crazy, but if you back test it, it's relevant. Maybe you can get by on the 680 or something weird like that, but I'm just saying, go with the 660 or a 600. Here's 800, here's 666, which is, I'm just saying, she comes into play. Still here on the daily, we got a bullish cross of the 9 over the 21. I'm taking that bullish. I think I'm treating today as just more of a flush out, a scare out here on the O daily. That's just my take on it, although these indicators are saying, I'm tired, I want to come down. You got conflicting indicators now. It's going to take a big move to make this 9 roll back over and cross that 21. I think by the time something that to happen, these things will be played out anyway. You remember that idea where we drew a trend line over here? Talked about the possibility of maybe coming back and talking to it. Maybe. That might happen. We're still in the 0.5 fib area. We're still in the 100 moving average area here on the 4 hour. Do you think you're going to do a 618? Well, if you want to cover all your bases right here, I'm not particularly looking for 618s at the moment. Now that's a good area for it to find some support. We're looking over to the left. You do have some support areas over here. Put that back up. Oh man, my trading view is not working right. When I hit the back button, I'm getting blank screen sometimes here. All right, let's go from low to high again. Draw my fibs out again. I want to at the 0.5. I just want to draw that one back out there. That's the one that we were hoping that she would hold there. After she didn't hold the 382. 382 would have been beautiful for a nice big bounce. So we've kind of taken some of the higher highs that we were looking for off the, well, I mean the higher ones, the 100,000s off the table right now. We still got some good ones over there we can check out. All right, we're on the 1 hour. Let's do a little trend line analysis here. Look at that trend line. Woo! That was awesome. That would have been a great place to have gotten out at 93.4 when you break the trend lines, right? What does this trend line say? It says we broke it. So if we had something going on over here, we got back into it, and that kind of sucks. Unless we can get out of it real quick. And we might. Moving averages, I think the moving averages look good. Some of the other things look kind of scary and iffy, but the moving averages still look they got some more upward momentum here. So will we come down to 88? We're already at 88.3. Go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Rip the Band-Aid off. So we got a rounded top. Now that's technically called a scallop, okay? Let's go over and let's take a look and see what Thomas Bukowski says about these reverse scallops. Let's get some educational insight today. 9 people hanging out that aren't bored to death here. I would tell you all about Lambos, but I don't have one to talk about. Y'all give me $99 a month, I can buy one quicker. I'm just saying. All right. All right, so we want to look at scallops. We want descending scallops, descending and inverted scallops. Let's check out both of these. Let's go with the OD. No, you're not. You're. That's what you mean by descending. Now, I've had a different experience. Now, he's looking for them to come down actually lower over here. That looks more like a harmonic to me. It looks like an inverted J. Smooth top for a rounded top, not V-shaped, be flexible. The height and width of the scallop should look proportional. Well, you got some proportion there. Both scallop and start and end should form the. Both scallop start and end should form at price turning points. Okay. We not got much for Bukowski for a target for that. How are you getting your measure move? How are you playing this? Oh, you're treating it like an ABICO CD. Here's your ascending scallop. Scallops are usually good at going in the up direction. Now go back to that. Look at the scallops in the bear. Or that's not you. Oh my gosh, I keep getting the wrong one. This one. Throwback roll is 58%. Pullback 66%. That's coming. The overall performance rank for this one is about 10 out of 36.
A spark in the night, it's a brand new glow. Breaking the chains, let the current flow. No middleman here, just you and me. Welcome to the world.
You tell me nothing here, Thomas Bukowski. Both the scallop start and end should form at the price turn-in points. What the hell? Let's see what else we got going on here. All right. Oh well, actually, that's a bearish. That was correct. It was correct the way it was. Right color, I guess. Are you going to let me back this up? Nope. All right, so this is technically a bearish pattern, but it's bearish once it gets up here. Oh my God, 104? Really? All right, so we got this idea right here, this little guy. And if this be true, I'm not really worried about this area so much. Let's see, we're on the 1 hour. 800, 600, 360. they're in a crappy order, but that's okay for us. As we try to, it looks like we're trying to step up above them, right? We played with the 360, lost it, bumped our head on the 600 or whatever, and now we're back down to the 360 area. I would expect us to come back up and bounce our head off the 800 and kind of try to stair step our way up through here. So 1 hour we got right here. I do like this idea right here. That could be taking us back to these areas. And I would love to see 104 hit. I'm gonna hang on to this little guy. All right, so I'm gonna keep hanging on to this idea here. All right, so we zoom out just a little bit more here. Let's say to the 4 hour, do something like that. And let's take into account what we got trend line wise here with Bitcoin. Let's see that little guy right there. And depending on how you want to look at this, you know, as either a channel or an expanding channel, hard to get away from the channel idea. Some people might also be, you know, attaching some lines from back over here on some ideas. There's multiple ways you can look at it, and they can all be correct. Some of them might have played out, some of them might not. You could look. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. So this trend line here, we came back and recovered that. I kind of like that. That's a pretty strong one right there. So ideally, if we got that, then we'd be looking at a channel. We just don't have anything to prove that, right? We'd only have one touch area that might work for that. So we still have to prove that idea. If we zoom over here, just zooming out, we see that we got this guy. We've seen this guy before. We've been in this guy for a minute. That's what it was doing over here, and then it went all the way up here to 126. The most important trend line that we need to pay attention to are the ones when we zoom way the hell out. And those are the ones I think that we just recently have tested. This little guy right here. So to me, I take that as a good sign too. We bumped out of it and then we reclaimed it. This is our bigger trend line. That gives me, and right now we're right at one of those areas from how I drew it, going from candle bodies to candle bodies. Yeah, we're right in a good area for support. I like this area for a bounce. I think we're going up, people. I mean, it's be choppy and everything, but that's what I'm getting. We're getting higher highs and higher lows, and I think we're just trying to put in our little next higher low here. It's just scary AF right now. And our next stop area of interest will be about 88,000, and maybe around 87.5 if we want to come back and retest this trend line area. Now, here's an idea that we can throw out. Here's one that's rarely talked about. If we are looking at this as being a bottom pattern as an inverted head and shoulder, which technically it qualifies. That's a gimpy shoulder if I've ever seen one, but that's cool. It's smaller than this one, so it counts. Now, Bukowski tells us there's a 64% chance that price comes back and retests the breakout of that area, which is about right here at 87.5, right where we got this trend line that's just expanding right over through here. So that happens more often than not, and that's something that I always try to throw out whenever we do look at these patterns officially. And we haven't done it. There was never a retest of it other than when it first broke out right here, a little small one. And that's usually not the one that satisfies it. I mean, temporarily it can, but usually when you get an inverted head and shoulders at a nice bottom area, most of the time I do see that they'll go up for a while, but they always seem to, very often seem to come back and test that breakout area right there of the neckline. So in my personal opinion, I think going into today and this weekend, we can maybe go down to 87.5. If we do, okay. I don't see this as being a scary drop. I just see this as being the weekend flush out. And we do have some signs over here on price action that doesn't matter on what time frame that you're looking at. of a nice harmonic pattern forming here with this higher low that we got that could take us back up to the $100,000 area. It doesn't give us above this high over here. Now, maybe we can do that, but what it typically means is that we're going up and this will be our higher or lower highs. And that kind of sucks. You mean there's going to be a lower high? But there could be a break. It would have to break out from this trend line to get up there, though. Where's that trend line coming up? At the 618 area. Let's keep an eye on that. "13 people hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being here. Let me come over and say hello to you guys again, see what you guys are talking about. Hit our new support and getting bought up. Let's see if it holds. Bouncing now. Woohoo! Is it bouncing? Let's go down to the smaller time frame. There we go. We got something. I don't have it at any particular level here, though. Let's see. Let's check it out. I mean, when I say that, it means I don't know if that'll stick or it's got lower to go there. Oh! Well, we do. We do. That's an interesting... Where did you bounce from? That's not one I commonly... Playing with some of these smaller time frame ideas here. Swing low to swing high. 2618. So I am locally finding areas that, yeah, it just makes me still wonder. I mean, this bigger 618 still does have more clout, right? So there's still a chance that, well, this is just local and we still come back down here. But, yeah, that's kind of interesting. These are nailing some good harmonic levels for just local stuff that we got going on over here, right? That's the one we just did, right? And from this one to that one. Still keep these on the table down here. Not convinced. Well, I mean, for some, but it still may be in the curve, is what I'm trying to suggest. We still may be in part of the curve. So throughout today and everything, we might see some give and take or something. But it's my personal opinion that it's just kind of short term. Going into the weekend, maybe things will start turning around on Friday or Saturday, something like that. I'm not as concerned about us just losing it just yet. But it sucks for the altcoin. Lord, baby Jesus, help us. Scar Jesco, how's it going? Good morning. I have confluence on some. I lost it. Where did he go? I have some confluence on some long-term ascending and defending trend lines hitting right on the cross. So you're seeing something, you're seeing some support down here? I wouldn't be looking at opening a short. I'm not looking at opening a short, not here. But any kind of, we're on the 3 minute, oh my gosh. If we get up around, where is that? 89.5, maybe that area, there might be a possibility if we do a bearish retest of that trend line. It's kind of sloppy, but if we come up here, we might be rolling over to do something like that. That might be an area to entertain a short idea. Here's something a little higher. So we can use trend lines, and trend lines can be helpful depending on if you're looking at the strongest support areas or whatever, and it can vary. That's why I kind of lean a little bit more to the fibs. The fibs don't lie. You know the old fibs. They like Shakira's hips, and her hips don't lie. So I think we got something locally here, but I'm not convinced that we haven't seen a little lower here. And it's okay, I think, if we do. To me, it looks like you got an ABC correction going on here. Elliot, what you got? Let's get Elliot's point of view here. We might have to zoom out a little bit. Elliot, you got something to say? Yeah, here we go, Elliot. I agree with you, Elliot. You got your 5-wave structure. You got your 1, 2. I don't like the way you counted that worth of crap. I'm looking at the blue lines over here. Maybe we should do it over here. He's saying 1, 2, big ass 3, 4, 5, which is technically higher than that. And then, oh my God, this is where we get into the. This is why you don't want two Elliott Wave people in the same room, because you got somebody else's. No, I disagree. I think it's 1, 2. This is your 3. This is your 4. This is your 5, and then this is your ABC. And so we can spend like hours debating. But also you got this going on and that going, and then you miss the move because you're trying to figure out all the different variations of the Elliott Wave, how it can play out. That's just my take. That's why you don't see me do it often. I'll just go over to the Elliott Wave indicator over here and zoom out a little bit. Also seeing the possibility. You see it can go down lower too, don't you, Elliot? You got a 1618 fib there from your system. 87.5. Exactly what we were looking at earlier right there. So I think we're just getting a part of our little correction just is not played out. The cool thing is with the whole Elliott Wave theory, I mean, here was one right here, right? This is how this works, right? You got a 1, 2, and this should be working on our 3, 4, right? But it's not, right? Now, unless it's doing some kind of weird ass flat thing, I don't know much about. The idea behind it is that we got this 1, 2. It's got to go up for its third wave, and wherever it comes back for the fourth wave, it can't double up over here, right? It's got to come back and do a higher low somewhere above this and not touch it. They can't overlap. And so what that usually means is that this next wave from this one, 1, 2, this next 3 could be the one getting us up here to like 104. Actually, if we pull out the extension here, yeah, we got confluence right there, the 1618 Fibonacci, right there where we got that for our big harmonic pattern. I'm seeing so many signs starting to point now to 104,000 coming up, and I would expect it to hit over the next couple of weeks here, and that goes in line with our GAN style analysis that I've talked about over in the trading group area. And the Telegram group. So I think it's just a little flush out. Just a little flush out. Well, hell, even here on the 15-minute time frame, he said 360 is bullish. It crossed over these two guys, 800 and 600. That's some nice momentum to the upside there. And I'm sure that we'll probably come back and talk to that little guy, and that's at 91.5 right there, lining up with these carriers right over here. I think this is a pretty good place to start loading up. Maybe it's a low leverage play on Bitcoin, or just collecting a little bit on spot. 88,000. Shoot, darling, you make me feel like I'm missing out on something over here. Like I should be. Like I should have some more limit orders in here somewhere. I should be doing something a little bit more frisky here. And it makes me want to do a little FOMO buy on my bigger Bitcoin play over here is what it makes me want to do. Before you get away from me, baby. I think you own discount. And I hope you come down a little bit lower so I can get you a little bit more cheaper before you try to go up to $104,000. What do you guys think? You think it makes sense? I'm seeing multiple strategies. Not even counting this one over here, which could get crazy. If you want to go into the higher high idea, it's saying if we were to just rocket ship straight up, we could be headed to 130. Again, what do you guys think? Zooming out, let's look at this rationally. Let's go out to the daily time frame. We got our main trend line right here, which doesn't matter anymore until we break this one. This is our secondary trend line here, where it has been the scary bottom here when, oh my God, it's all over. Here again, oh my God, it's still all over. And then we didn't even touch it here. We were kind of doing a little bit more of a curve. We lost that. But now we're back down here to this area, and the narrative that we're hearing is, oh my God, it's all over. It's all over. It's all over. But yet we're still making higher lows now, and we're back above the main trend line here. I want to take the little red box off. I don't think we need the little red box right now. And okay, so we got that idea. Finding support here, higher low here, higher high, suggesting a possible beginning of a trend change. We got this guy over here. I'm going from wicks to wicks on this one. I guess we could even tighten it up further. Bodies to bodies there. Oh, actually, you don't have to change the angle at all. Giving us some resistance, about 95, 96,000 right through there. Okay. We're at 88 now, so that's a pretty good come up. We got the we've got the 9 moving average. Bullish crossed over the 21. Had some good ass coffee. These are all the pluses, and we got this local harmonic pattern here for this W that we're forming here with a higher low, giving us a $104,000 target. And we also got our 100 moving average kind of closing in on that area too. Now we talked about this possibility about 2 out of 3 times after you see the 100 cross bearishly over the 200, like in this situation over here. Technically it's a bear signal, right? But about 2 out of 3 times we see price actually start going the other way when that happens. And about 2 out of 3 times we actually see price come back up and kiss that 100 moving average. And this is a bearish harmonic pattern, but it suggests to get up here completed at 104, and then we look for a bigger pullback. Whether it's a lower low coming lower, I don't know. But it may not take out this high over here that we would need it to take out, and therefore set us up for a lower low. But until then, 104 looks like where we're ultimately trying to head over to over the next week or two, in my personal opinion. So I think that's going to be interesting. However, how it plays out for altcoins as well, that's a different story. But they were looking bullish, right? They actually did have the breakout, and this is kind of a retest, right? That's what we saw out altcoins, and that's why I think we can have an interesting weekend. We actually do have a breakout here of the altcoins, and also with some bullish signs over here too for total 3. 9 crossed the 21 just like it did on our. Wait a minute, did you? No, you didn't. You rolled over. You're rolling over. You're rolling over. Do not want to see you roll over. Almost missed that. So we got to keep our eyes on total 3 here. She's on a little bit more shaky ground than not. So altcoins kind of struggle. And basically I'm finding the ones that are excelling against Bitcoin, I think, is your best play right now. This doesn't look bad though. The 6 hour on the Ichimoku cloud and everything. Looks like we're in some kind of shaky, hopefully accumulation with this higher low and higher high period here for total 3. But altcoins still are not the play at the moment, as we can see here on the daily. How much are we down now? Bite me! 5%, 3%. Altcoins are dying right now. So should we play altcoins or not? Well, the degen in us seems to love to play them. It's just a little bit risky. But the cheaper they get, there might be something there, man. I would say short-term plays are what we look for altcoins at the moment. Dare not hold any of them. Think of holding any of them too long. Still got some wallets and bags that I'm holding there, but I don't want to sell them at these crazy prices. Because I do believe we might get something in 2026 if these altcoins can hold on, but the narratives I do believe are going to be changing in altcoins, and I think a lot of people are a little bit gun shy on altcoins now. That's a nice little internal trend line idea right here. right there, and then it was resistance here, and that's where we bounced off here. That's a strong trend line. That's a good sign. Higher high here would be awesome. Can you hold this area? This trend line is kind of based off of just the angles here on the candle bodies. So it's something to look at that technically can hold. But it may have already, if I stick to my rules, it may have already lost it there, baby. Oh, snap. Altcoins. 11 people hanging out as we watch Bitcoin hang out at 88,000. A moment of truth right here. We bumped our head on our fib area here. I believe that was our 0.5, correct? I think that was our 0.5 fib. That could be a bearish retest trying to get it. This could be the rollover that we see to come back to that, to actually touch the 618 right here. It might be, or maybe she catches traction and breaks it. You know, I don't know. Ichimoku Cloud says, hey, it could happen. You can come on. If that 9 continues having support, that's the good thing we got. We're above the 9. That's good. Okay, that's the good part. If we lose the 9, well, that's the bad part, and we're probably actually going to touch these little guys. So it's either got to bounce off the 9 and then go over the 21, and then we start targeting the 50, which is right under here at this area, about 90,000. And again, even here on the smaller time frames, you see you got resistance right here, about 89.5-ish. This is the one I like to come down to the smaller time frames to see what's going on over here. Now this one looks like a possible rejection over here. This 50 moving average, and could be seeing the rollover. This is where it's a little tricky. Price action is below the 50, but yet you got the 9 moving average over it, giving us some hope and promise, but it could still be the rollover. So if the 9 crosses over the 50, I would consider this a rollover, and then we can look for lower. If we can start recaining the 21 right now, that gives us hope that we can move our way up. So it's whatever the hell you're trying to do right now in this 1 minute. And this is where a trend line kind of helps and says, oh man, well, we got a trend line there for support. Maybe we can regain it. Let's see what we got. And you're at the 236. 382's down here. Aren't you? So bouncing off the 236, if you can do that, that just kind of means to me that we still got higher to go, and that's quite possible. If we're looking at an Elliott wave over here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we could be our little 3 humps and then our dump, right? I just kind of call it 3 humps and then a dump. We touch the trend line. A good rule of thumb, doesn't happen every time, but look for it to touch it 3 times, hopefully with a higher high in there, and then we do our little ABC correction, and we'll try to start it all over again with the higher low, right? And that's what we want to see. We don't want to see it, but it may be, oh my gosh, are we be coming down? That was... And here we are taking a little bouncy bounce right here on the 236. That's good. That's good. That means the 9 probably won't cross, or, you know, a better chance of it not crossing, and we can get our next little wave up there, right? Elliot, are you seeing this? Are you seeing it, Elliot? There we go. Elliot had to go down to the 10-second. Here we go. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, just like we just talked about. And our possible 5 wave. It could be equal with this, which would suck. That's weak. It could be as high as 89.5, according to Elliot. I mean, get ballsy, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it. Maybe. Oh, look, you're giving it up right now, Elliot. Elliot, you suck. You told us all wrong. You lied to us. It's Elliot's fault. It's dropping. It's not mine. He's the one calling it. I'm just saying. Let's see if we can bounce off of here again so we can get a double bottom off this 100 moving, or the 200 moving average on the 10-second. See? Well, when you break above the 10-second, the 200 moving average, you go all in. Actually, it would be at a support area. Don't look very pretty over here. Maybe there's something that can you hold it? Elliot just clicked. Did you change your mind, Elliot? Did you give us a new 4 wave? You better not go down any further, because you invalidate it. You better flip. This 4 wave cannot cross over this 1 wave, Elliot. Oh my God, this is getting so intense on the 10-second. It's like we should be in our crypto bowl. Maybe we should be in our little bowl game. It looks like you're trying to lose it. It's the Bulls and the Bears, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to mix it up just a little bit. We haven't done this in a minute. Oh Yes. Welcome everyone to the Bitcoin Bowl, where we watch Bitcoin on a tiny 10-second chart. Will it hold, ladies and gentlemen, or is it going to fold? Elliot seems to think that we have an ABC correction going on at the moment. However, the market is not yet convinced. Will we bounce off the 200 moving average, or will we plummet to our death at the lows of 88,000, or even worse, 87.8 on the table? Elliot, you better be right on this, or we're going to cut your wiener off. I'm just saying, Elliot. 200 moving average strategy has also got a little say-so in here. Trying to get a double bottom off the 200. Pushes back up to the 100 at $88,840 by this index chart for Bitcoin. We're going to tally up these lines a little bit and straighten them up. Just line it up a little bit. Get that cut and get that fade just right. I would look at that. There's some resistance ahead if we're ever fortunate enough to get back up there at 89,000. Now that we've done that, and maybe we're turning around here, let's see if we've got some angle going on. What's the inside scoop here? Oh my God, we do. Now we have an official one touch on the candle, a bunch of space, and a hope and a dream, and maybe a new angle for our dangle. Checking for any kind of oh, snap! We did find something in the playbook right here. There's something in the playbook. Maybe we might be on to an angle thing. A little angle to the dangle. Is the ABC correction? Is it over? Frank, what do you think about it? Frank? Well, Frank has been snoozing because he's been boozing, as Frank likes to do. It looks like we're trying to get our ABC recovery. The good news about this, ladies and gentlemen, puts the Bulls a little bit more in control. It makes a nice one-up play. This would be the new 1, 2, looking for a huge 3 if they get their way out of this. Can the Bulls pull this off today? And can my rewind button actually delete what we drew on the screen here? Now, I don't know what to say, but if I were them, I would try to move toward this target here. I would avoid this area here, and I would try to just kind of snake around and maybe come back around and just do the old flam-flam-flangle on them and get our score a little touchdown over here at 89,000. That's just how I would play it back in the day, but that was back when I was in, on the charts all the time. They may have something new going on, trying to see a little fake out going on right there. A little drop back to the 21 moving average here on the 10-second chart. We got to zoom in here. Don't let the cheerleaders distract you. They like to do that. Is this a breakout from a local fib or a local support line? Why, yes. I'm glad that you saw that. Things are very interesting here on the 10-second time frame as Bitcoin tries to recover, and all the lifers will be looking for an inverted head and shoulder to the upside. Oh, snap, we did it again. Look at that. Something is afoot here with the trading view. And all it amounted to was a little ABC correction here with Elliot Wave. We're going to give Elliot a break here. We're looking at this nice little breakout as we start to turn up the heat. I like the music. It makes me feel kind of snazzy. Oh, snap. Did something go off right there? Whoa, somebody cried foul. I'm not sure if I like that too much. Oh, we got a little rejection coming here at the 360 moving average, but I wouldn't spread it. We also got the 9 crossing bullishly over that 100 moving average on the 10-second time fart. And now we got a candle opening above the 360, and I've got to say, that looks kind of cool. Crowd's getting a little excited here as we look for that 9 to sneak its way up and actually cross over that 360 moving average, pushing us up closer to our target area over here. 89,154. Can we do it, ladies and gentlemen? Hell, I don't know. I'm just sitting here narrating what's happening over the 10-second chart, looking like a genius.
Calling it as it happens, saying it as I knew it did. That's the guru way. One thing we want to look at is that support, that resistance area that's starting to come in. Show us dirty little head over here, about 89,000. What are you trying to do here, Bitcoin? We're going to continue our Fibonacci's up from swing low to swing high. X marks the spot, looking at 89,108 right now. Did you just change things up? I did. We just tuned them in, baby. We want to be accurate. We don't want to be guessing. That was a nice little move there out of Bitcoin. With this little resistance line up ahead pointing the way, we'll pull it back here, let it be our guiding light. Our trend line here on the 10-second time frame. Ooh, what have we got going on here? Let's respect that angle and put it up here. We've got a wick candle body touch. And we also got wick touches right there. It's amazing how that works. We confirmed our angle. We got something going on here, ladies and gentlemen. This angle will guide us. It will guide us to the promised land. We're starting to look a little bit more frisky for that one to play out over here. Oh no! Until that one day. Oh, we got a foul. Yeah, we lost the 9-moving average here on the 10-second chart. It's all over. Bitcoin is going to zero. Pack your bags. Sell the house. Sell the kids. Getting that dirty fiat as much as you can because it's all over for Bitcoin. That is it. The sentiment on the 10-second chart is just giving up the ghost. It's pulling back to the 360 moving average. Jumping down to the 100. Are you coming? Since you're losing the 360, are you going to touch the 200 again? Say you're not going to. Let that 100. Let it live. Let it live. Don't kill it. Let's get a green candle. Can't we all just get along? Can't we just get along right here? Please don't cross 9 moving average over that 21. We got a green candle. There's some hope. Will you make the miracle move? Can you give us a new trend line here? Can we deviate? That's what we want to see. We got some deviation candle body closes right there. You see the angle to the dangle? I like what I'm seeing here. Can you make this thing not cross bearishly? Oh, it crossed bearishly. Well, the angle to the dangle is taking a hit. See if it holds. Can you recover? Well, that's going to take some strength to pull this off, and it's trying to go for it. Oh, look, another green candle holding the angles. That's promising. Got a bearish cross that's trying to overcome it on the smaller time frames. This is a reflection, ladies and gentlemen, of how price action can react on the bigger time frames. Do you see the Ichimoku cloud here where we're breaking up to the upside? The little spindle of green Ichimoku cloud saying, hey man, we're on a new trend that might be making higher highs and higher lows. I'm getting tired of talking like this, so I'm going to go over to the regular screen.
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
The morning's gray, the clocks are full. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Oh, that's over. Sorry, I got caught up in the moment. 15 people hanging out here. 12:20 p.m. as we watch Bitcoin on the 10-second time frame. Moving up toward our target over here, our 1-1. I think it's the 113 Fibonacci, aren't we? I was getting all caught up here. Well, let's see if we can be a little more accurate. Swing high and swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. You're a 2.7. Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll swing with you, baby. I'll swing with you. I'll go with you. Right there. Come on, baby. That's a 272. Let's 272 it. You want to do it? We're already at the 113 right here, getting a little rejection, a little higher high. We had a purple line there. That means you're also 0.5 something, right? We need to get past this little guy. Come on, Bitcoin. Also, going back to the Elliott wave thing we saw there. Oh, look at you getting feisty. Elliott thing, we can go 89,220. Elliott, you passed by my target. You're saying, screw you, Road Dawg. You don't know what you're talking about. It's going to go to 89.2. And here's where we start arguing with Elliott all the damn time. Shut up, Elliott. I'll let you know if you can. I'll pull your chain when I want to hear you say something. All right. Am I too cruel to Elliott? Oh, look at this cup and handle to the upside. Well, look at this big trend line that really outpaces all these little bitty patterns that we would want to look for in here. I'm just saying, trend lines are your best friends. Rather than trying to force any little shape that you might be taught. Look, inverted head and shoulder. Bottom reversal pattern here in the middle. Well, is that going to be dependable? How about trend line touching it? 2 touches over here. That's something dependable. Trend lines will work. And they'll tell you what the bigger real patterns are. the bigger things to look for. Are we trying to move up higher highs and higher lows? Interesting. Seeing here on the 10-second time frame, do you see how these moving averages are starting to curve over? Everything that we see play out on these smaller time frames, how price action interacts with these indicators, is a good way to kind of get familiar with how they act on the bigger time frames. Just remember that they're stronger on the bigger time frames. And so we're starting to see a little ribbon flip happen right now as we speak. We're starting to see this 200 10-second moving average close in on the 360. That's bullish AF. But the price is dropping, Road Dawg. Well, it kind of does that when we get these bigger crosses over here. I wouldn't doubt if we come down and talk to that 200 moving average right now. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Oh, yo, snap. Look at, oh, you went down below. Oh, you're trying to freak everybody the hell out. You're trying to freak everybody the hell out. Look at you, be all nasty. Why are you being so nasty, Bitcoin? Why are you being so nasty like that on the 10-second time frame? We might have to go back to the football field over here. Come on, baby, bounce from here. There we go. 113 us. A little sneaky fib. Hopefully that'll hold. 100 is still above the 200. Is it trying to cross? I don't want to see that one cross. Don't want to see the 100 cross over the 200. That's not good. It hasn't done it, but we don't want to see it. Things move so fast over here. Ooh. Let's look and see. Make sure we haven't missed anything here. We're doing the Elliott wave thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're looking for, another move up, right? Don't forget what we looked at before. Oh, you think you already did it? Gosh, that was quick on the 10-second. 3, 4, 5. Or did you switch up the game, Elliott? A, B, C. What the hell, Elliott? Yeah, keep your eye on Elliott. He switches things up all the damn time. Let's see if we got anything that we can work with on this 10-second time frame here. What we got? Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, there could be something to that. Here on the 10-second. I really don't want to lose this trend line. We've lost it once before, though. We lost it. This was the original. This was the original trend. I think that was the original Elliott wave thing, right? And then we rode underneath it and then rejected underneath at a higher high. That's kind of a bear sign. But what we got going on here? We're back in it now. We made a 1.13, if I measured that right. Let's double check. Yeah, a 113. So that's a possible top here that could be sending us down lower. So that's what we're kind of looking at here. And this may be a bearish retest of this trend line that we just lost here. Let's see what happens here. I would like to see it just continue on up. But we got a possible harmonic that might play out. If it confirms down here, it's bullish, and it means that we just bounce from here and going up. But it's saying there might be a possibility to come down to this guy. Let me make sure that woo, baby! NFT dreams, pixelated my ambition. Roll the dice, baby, decentralized living. Ether in the air, feel it in my. And there is a scenario where it goes lower than that too, unfortunately. I guess we should talk about that. Road Dawg Crypto, I'm breaking all chains. Better buy you some road coins. Better buy you some, better buy you some, better buy you some road coins. Better buy you some Road Dawg. So let's go ahead and get our levels here. We're looking for the 886 Fibonacci here. Oh snap, I moved the wrong thing. That's if this thing, this is a possibility here on the very 10-second time frame. This one's a little bit more bearish. I mean, can feel bearish in the play. Let me come back with my regular fibs. I think I got it right there. And, crap, I did it again. All right, I cannot seem to, okay, label you there. Okay. And then, yeah, okay, where you got you?
Yo, Degens, so trading, yeah, I'm holding. Road cone, only way to go. Let it grow that bag.
So I don't know.
Buy some road today. Road dog,
For sure
road dog, get it.
that this will happen, but based on what we got here from this high to this low to where we made just a little higher high at 1.113 could be bringing us back down here to this target at 113 of this fib here, or extension. And also one of these two, it could be either of these guys. That's one situation we could be looking at. But we also had another idea, right? Where was it?
Road Dawg Crypto, yeah, we on a ride.
Oh, was that a bigger?
Dawg Crypto, yeah, we on a ride.
We've also got this bigger thing that's playing out, right? And so when we zoom out to it, the one that pointed us to 104,000, this is just a little hiccup. See, we're the 10-second time frame is like, we're just right down here. But on the bigger picture, I mean, it looks scary, right? But here on the bigger picture things, I'm still looking for 104, right? Let's come down to the 1 minute over here. The 1 minute is one that we're looking at as being actually a little bit kind of bullish. All right, so there's a possibility this might happen, especially since we're under the main trend line right here. Unfortunately, 20 people are hanging out. Now we got more people. Right when I'm trying to, and now you're doing something weird with the stream now. Are we getting a freaking internet? What happened? Are we back? I think we're back. I'm getting some funky internet. Now it tells me I got an extra connection. Okay. I've got some settings changed over here, so I gotta see how that turned out. Let me make sure they're out here. Did we get... Okay. I'm trying the new video encoder. I'm trying the AV1. Can we do variable bit rate? Oh, well, that looks like that screwed things up. That probably was not the right move to go with. I probably shouldn't. Well, I have to play with this when I'm live. Oh, let's just put you back. Alright. Let's put everything back the way it was. We'll try to figure it out later. Alright, so Bitcoin, what are you doing here on the 1 minute time frame? Now we got the 9 threatening to cross over that 21. Do you see that? That sucks. Big thicker cloud. We wanted it thin. We wanted it to stay thin. Let's see what she does over here. Make it shaky, 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 but getting into this cloud area over here, like getting into the middle of it, that puts us like about 15 minutes from now if we're going to do it. There's a possible M pattern here that could be taking us down to 88.2 or 88,000. We're trying to keep our eye on that. Doesn't mean it has to. It could be doing lots of things, really. There could be a nice little AB equals CD move playing out right here. It could be taking us up higher. So we still got 89.5 as the possibility there. So we got a trend line here on the tiny 1 minute, and you see we're bumping our head against that trend line. Let's see what happens. If you can get back into it, hey man, the more the merrier. That's awesome. Do you got some bullish divergence? Not really. You do have the good little green dot going there, and money flow flowing in. Stochastics look like they can go up. Maybe we'll try it. Can you do it? Let's go down to the 10-second chart and see what's happening over here. It's bumping its head live as we speak. What's going to happen? Can it make a higher high and get back over here and then keep going up? That would be the hopeful situation. Or is this a bearish retest? It just made a higher higher, but still this internal trend line is still going to be resistance, even though it sucks here on this time frame. Which scenario is going to play out here? Is this guy going to confirm? And if it does confirm, it's actually bullish. At least in places we expect a good bounce. Oh, look what happened here. So we are invalidating this guy as we speak. You've just been invalidated. You just made a higher high right there. Well, possibly invalidated. It could still be making that pattern, just bigger. Now we finally hit our target that we were looking for originally, and you're trying to blast through. You suck, Road Dawg. You suck. What? You suck. Let's see if Elliott Wave is flip-flopped. What about your 5 and ABC, mister? So is this a 5 wave now or what? I thought you already had your 5 wave, Elliott. Now you're saying 5 waves up here. See, you flip-flop again. He's got our target over here too, our AB equals CD target. Oh, Snapdragon, can we do it? We're on the 10-second chart, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, on the bigger one, we're still looking at a target of 104,000, as crazy as it seems. If we look at our trend lines over here, only even on the 10-second, nice one, right? Draw a trend line from here, and our angles, respect that. Breakout, retested that. That's beautiful. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. I mean, you can deny it, but it just makes you look argumentative. So we got an angle going here. I'm going to, rather than try to curve my trend lines or anything, I'm just going to come over here and see if we can respect that. Now I might kind of doll it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice angle. Let's get rid of you then, because I think this is a little bit more indicative. Yeah, that looks a lot better for an angle. All right. Always tweaking. Tweaker. Hit the tweaking. Trying to look for some other confluence ideas. There's a little something here. Kind of opens up the idea that maybe that AB equals CD target area right there, 89 pi, might get play. Might get some play there on the tiny 10-second time frame. That's cool. We made a higher high again. That means that this trend line is starting to hold. A little different from our original one, right? That we had to fake out the 1, 2, 3 humps and then our little dump. But our dump didn't really work out with the Elliott Wave. So Elliott Wave flip-flopped on us. Oh, now you saying it? What happened to your 5 wave being up here, Elliott? You gotta keep your eye on Elliott. He gonna change it up on you. He's about like them morning gurus. This is nice. See how we got, this was what, the 0.5 Fibonacci, right? Did we make it past that? That's good if we did. Also flipping this as support, that's good. If we can you pull it off? Can you pull it off? Now we got the 9 crossing the 21. That drove us down, so we lost that. You suck. Because we're looking back at these diagonals now. Let's see if we catch something here. Can you catch it? 50 moving average, can you catch it too? Are we going to wick to the 50? We're wicking to the 50, so trend line sucked. You went to the 100. What the hell? Why would you go to the 100 though? What was the last one you tested here over here? You had the 100, but also the 200. I'm trying to figure that she went a little deeper than I actually would have. I expected that 50, that kind of hold. So I'm trying to see what did I miss on my order of operations that would have told me to look for the 100. And I may be just getting thinking too much on this. All right, so you going to recover it? So we should be talking to the 50. And it looks like we're getting rejected by the 50, so if so, we come back to the 100 and then to the 200 if we can't hold that. But we could test the 100 and go back to the 50. Nope. Got the bear's cross going on here. We're kind of looking at the moving average strategy right now, kind of how it works. You've got a 5 moving average strategy. Technically, I got 8 out here, but there's a relationship on how price interacts with these moving averages. So now we're at the 200. Oh, you're trying to pile right through that one too? Look at you go. You got a chance to recover this one. 50 still over the 100. That can pull us back up. If we break the 200, then we got our bigger moving averages coming into play here. I mean, I guess you could be. You don't really want to see that. I want to see these trend lines be respected here. These angles be respected. Right now, we're losing that. This is looking really nice for a kind of a W. Oh, we're tagging the 360 now. 800 and 600's up here, so We should get something here. We shouldn't just keep dropping like a rock, but can't swear to that because remember this is a 10-second chart. Well, they can get kind of crazy. While we're doing that, let me check in our harmonics. We had the harmonic and it fit the program, but then it went a little higher, and I think it's still within reason to still be that. We changed a little bit though, didn't you? So these guys are still on the table, but you made a higher low there. Okay, that looks cool. So bouncing off the 360, going back to the 200 and 100. That's cool. Can you go up to the 50? Can you get there? Can you go to the 50? Can you? I believe you can. Do it, Bitcoin. Get back in there. Bet this will be a little fake out. They get dirty on these smaller time frames. Lots of noise over here to play with. All right. So is it going to be a bearish rejection here, and then we come down, or are you going to reclaim it and we can hopefully kind of invalidate this thing if we can? You're still within reach there. Are you trying to bearish retest it for real? Look at you go. 9 trying to cross 200. That can change things for us positively if it can cross. It's not crossing. Now we're touching it, and that kind of makes us. Oh, it did. Did you manage to cross? Did you cross? It crossed. Okay, if it crossed, then that's bullish. There we go. Nice little green candle. Whoo, got lucky on that one because that could have totally went the other way. If it hadn't been for that cross, there could have been a rollover right there. Things move fast over here. Well, that's cool. Getting back into it. This is getting too crazy. We got 20 people. You guys like this smaller time frame 10-second stuff? Is that it? I mean, the biggest takeaway you can get from it is that the actions that you get on whatever your indicators or your system, your fibs or whatever, I mean, the fibs work across any time frames, but on your indicators and everything, they work the same thing. Just get some much faster price action. You can see it play out or not play out a lot sooner, right? So it's a good way to test your strategies and test your moving averages and everything. We're seeing a flip happening here. This is bullish, like a little curve on our moving averages. So maybe we can invalidate this harmonic pattern, which still kind of recommends these guys. We'll leave those on there just in case it still plays out. But we made one higher high over here. Maybe we can come up and make another one. That'd be cool. It's a nice little fake out, but it was still a higher low, so we got some games going on. I'll leave this on here as we come back. 10-second got a red dot there saying it's going to dump and go to hell. It's all over. It's all over. Will it hold the trend line? Will you hold the trend line? I think you need to. Hold it, baby. Do we need to come down to the 5-second chart just to... Oh, no. We went to the 5-second chart because the 10-second chart was going too slow for us. We lost the trend line there. We got a secondary one. What's this one? The main one right here? How are you looking? You're still good. This is the one I was talking about as losing, so... Come on, baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Get above that red cloud. Get above that green one. Come on. You can do it, Bitcoin. Look at you go. Look at you go. Yeah, baby. I'd still expect it to bump into this trend line, though. I'm going to keep extending it. We might go sideways and hit off of it or something crazy. Unless, are you trying to do some... Well, I don't know. That angle's there. May not need to. Kind of squeezes it in there a little bit. I'm going to leave it there just as a test. Can you give me a higher high? Maybe we should zoom out and stop being such a degen. Okay, we'll go from 5-second to 10-second. We got our higher high yet. All right. Invalidate this, Bitcoin. Invalidate this. Take us up to 89. So we got an AB equals CD plan up to 89, and that could be what we're looking at. And that's a bullish, and technically that's bearish because it gets up there, it'll need to pull back and probably back to these areas that we're at right now. Or this guy could still be playing out, but I'm losing some faith in it right now.
higher highs, higher lows. That signifies an uptrend. We seem to be in a rising channel, maybe a rising, could be a rising wedge here on the smaller time frames. Zoom out to the 1 minute, and I'm sure a lot of people are looking at it. It's a rising, it's a bear flag to the downside, and God, maybe. I've been looking for this little guy, taking us down to 85,000. I mean, some people are looking at that. I hope it doesn't come true. We got to set some good little support areas. We got 618 still down here that we could be tapping. Remember, that's the bigger picture guy that we haven't really come to. We still could be doing that. We just got caught up in the smaller time frames. But we could go up before we come back down here. I think it's going to be an interesting weekend as they set the weekend trap. Still remember zooming out, still below trend line here. Resistance up here at 89. And so again, while we're zooming out, let me come to the one that I haven't mucked up over here. Yeah, you don't really need you swing low to swing high. And this is the 618 that we haven't really touched yet. We don't have to, but I would feel better if we actually did and bounced off of it. If we can start closing some candles above the 0.5, maybe we can let that be our thing. But I would feel better. I would feel more confident about calling a higher target, like over here at 98, or even this $100,000 target. If we were to bounce off of here at 87.9. And so actually, part of me is kind of hoping we kind of come up and roll over here and then take our bounce. Because I think that would be a more solid play to actually get us up there. Right now, it could still be kind of iffy. All right, 24 people coming in after we've been doing almost a 2-hour stream. This is about like we do in the nighttime. If you're new, I invite you to look for me on my normal night streams. Happen about 10:30ish Eastern Standard Time, and come and hang out with us. Bring your altcoin list. I'll bring my altcoin list. We can look at that. But we generally do the same things. We go over Bitcoin and start looking at the indices to feel out the market. We use a variety of ways to analyze the market. Fibonacci plays a lot. Trend lines play a lot. Moving averages do come into play to help us guide us through here. Some of these other indicators. We'll cross-reference on some indicators, but it's always the price action. And the fib rabbit hole. I like the harmonic patterns. But I believe that there's a lot of things that we can show, and I tried to show how all these different systems, even with Elliott Wave indicators over here, how these things overlap. Look at you calling for that 5 wave again. Make up your mind, baby. And so I think you can find something that resonates with you that you can take away and add to your bag. Maybe something that you haven't looked at before, like, the different moving averages that we used over here. They've been back tested over time. Might be something you can take away and put in your toolbox, and that's all I'm trying to do, share some ideas and different ways to look at it. And rather than trying to force everything into a pattern, to a head and shoulders or a cup and handle or a flag pattern, there's some other ways to apply these patterns a little bit more applicable. And I'll also give you the true Bukowski breakout statistics, because the things you're being taught here on YouTube is pretty much 68% for every pattern, and that's just not correct. Shows the people haven't done their homework. All right, thank you for hanging out. 22 people. Like and subscribe. Come and hang out. Enjoy the music. I gotta plug myself over here, I guess. Spotify, Amazon, anywhere that you stream music. We do have crypto music. You've been listening to it in the background. So you can go check it out here on Road Dawg Crypto Topic. That is the music channel over here. Not to be confused with the main channel, Road Dawg Crypto, which I think you should also subscribe to. But these are some of I dropped a Christmas album out a week or so ago. But all my officially released crypto music is over here. And then there's a lot of here that you'll hear on the show that hasn't been released yet. May not get released at all. I don't know. But check it out and listen. Check out some of the music. Trading music. Something a little different. I'll see you tonight on the night stream. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been fun. I'm going to the end screen to listen to some music. Look at that bounce on the 1 minute time frame, Frank. Frank, you gotta lay off the sauce, buddy.
If you wanna go and trade with me, stack them coins in the game with me. Roll through dips, keep it fly with me. Hey, must be the crypto. If you wanna see the charts go green, dodge the crash, keep it clean with me. Hit the market, live the dream with me. Hey, must be. I'm posted Discord where the hype's too loud. Shills be pumping coins, got the whole damn crowd. I was young, chased the buzz, thought I moved real quick. Bet my stack, no research, man, that move was sick. Leverage high, no stop loss.
Yep.
Watch my wallet bleed, held too long, market dip, left me in the weeds. Disco shit,
Hey,
saying
Stringer.
hold up tight, but I crashed so hard. Now I'm back with smarts, trading clean, no
It's those
scars.
naps that get me, though.
If you wanna go and trade with me, stack them coins in the game with me. Roll through
Seems like there's a
dips,
9
keep
o'clock
it fly
nap
with
that
me.
comes over, and I miss my show at night sometimes.
If you wanna see the charts go green, dodge the crash, keep it clean with me.
So I'm turning the music down a little bit.
Now riding charts, got my game on lock. Check the tag, read the white paper, know the market's clock. Discord's wild, but I don't chase the shillers, empty hype. Set my sales, keep it cool, watch my profits.
Oh, we do. We got 89K.
I ain't tripping on no margin call. Learn my
Nice.
lesson, now I'm balling, standing 10 feet tall. Group thinks dead, I'm the one who's calling all the shots. Trade with me,
Stocks
we'll be
coming
stacking
down, about
crypto
ready to
the
flip
top.
red on the day.
If you wanna go and trade with me, stack them coins.
That would be
in the
cool.
game with me. Roll through dips, keep it fly with me. Hey, must be the crypto. If you wanna see
Crazy day.
green, dodge the crash, keep it clean with me. Hit the market,
Fed news coming out today, so market makers
must be the crypto.
know what they're good at doing.
Chasing every pump. That's a rookie move. Study charts, don't ride the dump. Hey, keep your head in groove.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
Risk what you can lose. Stay sharp. Plan your exit right.
I'll see you guys tonight.
With me, we'll light the spark.
Take care.
Stacking day and
Jesus
night.
loves you.
I'm the king of trades, got my vision crystal clear. Disco's